Many thanks to Jerb, Skillspeeder Gaming, Jaren, DayZ Podcast and Taggy's Tag West for making this video possible. DayZ 1.11 is here, so Daddy's home early to get the juicy tips out and insert the knowledge. It's time to unzip for 30 tips. Dead players' feet are always in line with each other, where knocked out players' feet aren't. After death, players decay after 10 minutes, with flies appearing 10 to 20 minutes after death, and the skin changes colour 20 to 40 minutes after death. Upon dying, your body will disappear between 30 minutes and 1 hour, which means you have a guaranteed 30 minutes to get back to your body. However, if another player stays within 125 meters of your dead body and doesn't log out, it will never despawn. The ASVAL has been added to the game and has the same stats as a VSS aside from having a fixed zeroing at 160 meters as standard. With the ASVAL comes a 20 round 9x39 mag, which also attaches to the VSS, making the VSS a much more powerful weapon now. But don't be fooled by the texture showing armor piercing rounds inside. These mags only spawn with the regular 9x39 rounds. Armor piercing rounds completely ignore plate carrier armor, making them the best rounds in the game for killing geared players. The VSS and ASVAL will last roughly 600 shots before becoming ruined, while the other suppressors in the game will last only half that. The VSS and ASVAL also only use half as much as a weapon cleaning kit compared to weapons with attachable suppressors. It's impossible to damage items within items, so damage will only impact items one layer deep. When grenades become ruined, they explode, but grenades cannot become ruined inside or attached to clothing. The Magnum's damage is no longer bugged and will inflict full damage instead of up to 40% less damage. When starting vehicle engines now, batteries will lose a percentage of their battery power based on the quality level of the battery used. The more full a battery is, the more energy it will lose each time it starts up a car, so it loses a percentage of the energy it has remaining. Pristine batteries use around 3% when a car is turned on, and badly damaged batteries use a massive 40%. Meaning you can start a pristine full battery roughly 40 times before it goes flat, but a badly damaged one will only turn on 6 times. To counter this new mechanic, keep the batteries repaired with an electronic repair kit and charge your batteries. To charge your batteries, use a generator with a battery charger, taking exactly 15 minutes to fully recharge a flat car battery. Fireplaces now have a heat radius of 4 meters instead of 2 meters, but doesn't change how quickly you get the heat buffer stat, and heat still goes through surfaces. If your shoes become ruined, you can counter the bleed effect by using a saline kit on yourself, making you immune to this bleeding effect for 3 minutes. If you're freezing to death and there's no nearby buildings to protect you from the cold, cars protect you from the cold too. A suppressor of any kind will stop players hearing your gunshots past 250 meters, but several thousand meters without one. Don't try to snipe players using shotgun slugs. Shotguns are very inaccurate and the damage of slugs drops 50% in just 120 meters. Sawing off any weapon in DayZ is a fantastic way to double the amount of recoil and destroy your accuracy. Now, when you have a broken leg, you can no longer cut down trees, mine stones, build a base, or create garden plots unless you have a splint applied. Tools that can be used to make garden plots can now finally remove garden plots. Crops now have a decent chance to decay and only produce rotten food. Video to follow. Using multivitamins, you can eat raw meat and guts and drink from any water source without getting sick, even with bloody hands. Multivitamins last 5 minutes, but having these 4 stats white and full has the same effect as multivitamins.
Bonus tap!
If you throw a full battery in a full jerry can into the passenger side of an M3S, you can activate the hydraulics. DayZ 1.11 is a small patch that focuses on bug fixes, optimization, and adds a few cool features which I'll cover in future videos. And the fact that it is small is perfectly fine with me personally, because the last patch we had was pretty damn huge and there was a lot for me to science. Speaking of which, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone that watches and supports my content, especially those that give me the resources needed to spend time gathering tips and info for videos just like these, and those that come to me with information to share the wealth of knowledge to others. All of you watching this right now in some way or another help me, so don't thank me, I thank you. Have a good day.